We're gonna show you how to get strong without getting big, and we're gonna start right now. So if we're trying to get strong without getting big and bulky, what strength adaptations are we looking for? So when we're trying to get strong and fit without getting super big, looking like Jay Cutler or Ronnie Coleman, the name of the game is gonna come down to force production, which ultimately leads to coordination. So the mechanism that we want to look at here is going to be improving mechanical tension, okay? So if we have mechanical tension within our training sessions, that's going to lead to strength gains. That's going to lead to your body recognizing it has to adapt. And if we can keep those sets either a little bit lower or with really high reps, that's going to help improve that overall physique, and that's going to help you improve that strength gains without getting super massive. Now, a quick aside here. We also need to make sure that we're keeping our caloric intake either in a deficit or we're matching our total daily energy expenditure on a regular basis. Very rarely when we're trying to be strong without getting too big, we very rarely want to get into a caloric surplus. Okay, so we're gonna go through an entire workout that's gonna help you get strong, but not overly big. And we're using the person that embodies getting strong without getting big absolutely perfectly, and that's going to be two-time Pan Am champ, world bronze medalist, Haley Reichert. She's going to take you through an entire workout. Well, I'm going to take Haley through an entire workout that you can use today to improve your strength and not get too big. So the movement that we're going to do is going to be a little bit of a complex, okay? And we're using a technical coordination exercise. You should be able to do this, especially if you want to get strong. We're going to go with a hang clean followed by a full clean. And the main thing that we want to focus on is lighting up that posterior chain, okay? So if we can go through that eccentric position and light up the hamstrings, light up the glutes, light up the lower back, and then we go into that full range of motion catch position, that's going to improve our coordination. And this is the first movement, so it's going to help us increase coordination, which is going to help us later on in the rest of this workout. So Haley's going to show us a couple perfect sets as we work through this entire workout.
You didn't even offer to load my bar.
Of course I'm not loading your bar. You're stronger than me. You can squat more than me, so you have to load your own bar. My legs are too weak. So Haley's hitting 75 kilos here. She's gonna hit this for a nice, easy hang clean and then into that full clean, and a couple big factors. This is gonna improve the strength, again, like I had mentioned, of the entire posterior chain, the hamstrings, the glutes, into the back. When you catch that clean, in that full range of motion, it's gonna increase the strength of your quads and your abs, okay? So that's where this comes into play. I recommend using about 75 to 80% of your clean max. So 75% is gonna be perfectly fine. You can do 5 triples where you go 2 hang cleans and 1 full clean. And you can use this exercise again to just set up that rest of that workout. Now we're going into exercise 2 and 2B. See, you won't be sore, it's too light. You could do 95, just like every other clean variation. Okay, so we're going into 2A, okay? So this is gonna be a superset where we go single leg squats and we're gonna do sets of 4, but we wanna do them unbroken, so nice and quick. So we're gonna go single leg squats here, and then we're gonna go over and hit neutral grip pull-ups. So Haley's got 45 kilos on, and we wanna go nice and controlled, nice and fast. When we're in a unilateral position, it's going to create a longer set, okay? So that longer set will lead to a greater amount of mechanical tension. Remembering back to that breakdown in the beginning, mechanical tension is gonna help us get stronger. It's gonna help put our body into a position where we're a little bit more unstable, so that's gonna raise the level of our nervous system to be heightened to help us recruit more high threshold motor units, okay? That's a key factor behind getting strong. So Haley's hitting that next set of single leg squats. This is a pivotal movement that we use inside of our at peak strength, okay? And I believe Haley might even be the one demonstrating inside of the app. Imagine that, an app that has a world medalists as the actual model inside of it. We also have the Garage Strength pad and single leg roller that you guys can pick up at garagestrength.com, but we want to use this to increase our overall strength. We want to use this to really target the hamstrings and the glutes. The single leg squat is basically a little cheat code to isolate that entire posterior chain. And if you have one side that's a little bit stronger than the other, or maybe you have back pain on that left side relative to lack of back pain on the right side, what you can do is actually do that left leg first, okay, if that left side's a little bit weaker, and then hit that right side. And over the time frame of 6 to 8 weeks, or the first 2 phases inside of our at peak strength, you're gonna see that strength actually improve on that left side, and you're gonna feel better overall.
What's your take on single leg squats?
Haley single leg squatted like 105 or something like that.
That is not true at all. I think I've
95?
I think I've only done 90.
Okay, now we're gonna do 105, next program. All right, so 2B, we're gonna do neutral grip pull-ups. When we're doing something like impulse-based training, I like using something that's full body that's gonna put you in that unilateral position, like the single leg squats. And if we have that day for that impulse day, now we're gonna do that neutral grip pull-up, so we wanna stimulate some growth, some strength in the lats and in the shoulder girdle. So Haley's gonna bust out 4 neutral grip pull-ups, and then we're gonna go back to the single leg squats. So Haley weighs like 112 right now. So this is pretty easy for her. And notice she's pretty strong and she's not that big. Bulky, big, bulky.
I'm not fat.
You're not fat. You're not fat like when you were 14. Okay, so now Haley, you gotta do 3 to 4 reps to display your strength that you have. This is a 25-pound kettlebell, so this is almost 25% of her body weight. 3 to 4, let's go, Haley. Come on. Up, one more. Big pull, let's go. Perfect, good. So we use neutral grip pull-ups inside of our app, Peak Strength. You can head over to peakstrength.app, go to the Google Play Store or the Apple iOS Store. You can pick that up today so you can get those swole gains without getting too big. Third set, single leg squats. We're gonna go 3 really fast. We're going a little bit heavier, 65 kilos. Let's go, Haley. Haley, you changed your shoes. Do you think you're gonna be unstable here? Should I spot you? You okay? So this is gonna be about 30 pounds over Haley's body weight here. Perfect, good. So when you're trying to figure out that load after you picked up the single leg squat and the single leg pad at garagestrength.com, one of the ways that you can look at this is go, all right, my body weight, I should be able to do about 1.5 times that body weight for a couple reps. In Haley's case, that would be pretty heavy, but if you can do that as a max, where you want to go then with your working sets would be between 70 and 80% of that overall max, and that's going to help you increase that strength, get some good volume in there, get that mechanical tension, and over time, increase that strength without getting too big. So we did the third set of single leg squats. Now we're going to come back over here. She's going to bust out 5 fast. I like using this as like a drop set after she does something weighted so that we can improve that relative strength. Relative strength is key for increasing your strength, but not increasing your body weight. So it's keeping that strength ratio really strong from where your body weight is, and so that you can manipulate and control. Relative strength is basically pound for pound strength. I was gonna go way too deep and explain that. It's pound for pound strength, and it's the absolute key factor behind pull-ups. If she can increase that myofibrillar hypertrophy with doing some stimulation with some stronger, heavier pull-ups, and then finishing that off with that 5 to 7 rep, that's gonna be a little bit faster with that strong mind-muscle connection. That's gonna be more about the intent of the movement. Okay, second set here. So we're doing more impulse work. This is really unique, okay? One of the big factors that I love about doing a plyometric with an upper body exercise is that plyometrics, okay, we're doing hurdle hops. Plyometrics can really help you learn how to be more explosive. It can help you absorb force and then reuse that effectively. It's also very, very fast. So if you're trying to increase your strength, one of the best things that you can do is have a day like this day. This is gonna be more impulse based. This can really help you focus on that jumping ability. And then we can use what your nervous system is gonna be doing here. Haley's gonna be doing her next set of dumbbell bench. So what we are doing here is lighting up her nervous system. We're gonna rest about 1 minute to 1.5 minutes. Then we can go over and use that awakening, use that couple cups of coffee that the hurdle hops are gonna provide for her to increase her strength on the dumbbell bench. Because remember, the whole focus here is we're trying to increase that relative strength. We're trying to increase coordination, and that's what's gonna help you get stronger without getting super, super big, without looking like Jay Cutler, Ronnie Coleman, all the people I mentioned earlier, but still being strong and fit. Okay, Haley, show us the bunnies. Again. React faster. Good. You could have not squatted as low and done your side ollie, whatever those things are called. Okay, so we're gonna be going back and forth here about 5 sets. So she did 3 jumps over there, rest about 1 minute to 1.5 minutes, and then we're gonna come over here and we're gonna do about 4 to 6 reps. So ideally at least 5 reps, right? One of the things that we've gotta remember is that if we want to get stronger, that rep range is typically gonna be around 3 to 6 total reps. That's how we can continue to make progress in that strength realm. That's what Haley's done basically her entire career as an athlete. She's been living within the doubles, singles, and then up to about sets of 5. Occasionally I'll sprinkle in some sets of 10 to 12, but in most cases we're gonna be doing triples to sets of 6. 5, 5. Good. Haley didn't watch our recent reel where I yell at people for not using the proper technique to get up off the bench. Go, Haley. Bunnies again. No side kicking, faster reaction. Good. Great job. You're such an athlete. So I think this is a good point where Haley, when she first got into training, she didn't want to start to lift because
I didn't want to be bulky, manly looking.
So I think that one of the big factors too is like Haley will be lifting and we might have some women come in and say like, I want to look like her. It's like, well, if you want to look like her, you've got to lift heavier. And I think that some women, not all women, I don't want to get too generalized here, but a lot of women will say, I don't want to get big, I don't want to get bulky, and then they don't want to lift any heavier weights. And in all reality, it's contrary to that. You can actually lift heavy weight and not get super massive like someone who's on a ton of sauce. So it is important that you do push yourself with some weight, especially when you want to increase your overall strength. 47s, let's go, Haley, 4 to 5 reps. So we'll go 4 to 5 reps here, and then we're gonna go to a drop set with the 32s. Come on, let's go, up. 2 more, come on. Up, 1 more. And then I'll take these. Great work. Now grab the 32s and try and move these as fast as you possibly can. Let's go. A little lower. Come on. Oh, 2 more. Perfect, that's good. Great job. Now 1 more set. 1 more set of exercises where you're gonna get slaughtered with your abs. All right, so the last part of this. So we did the hang clean, full clean, okay? That's gonna increase your strength in your posterior chain and your quads. It's gonna help you improve the strength in your abs. Then we did the single leg squats and we superset that with the neutral grip pull-ups. Then we went and did some more impulse work with the hurdle hops and the dumbbell bench. Okay, all those areas we're working about 3 to 6 reps most of the time. Now we're gonna do a little bit of a finisher where our rep scheme's gonna get a little bit higher, but we're totally isolating the abs for the most part. So Haley's gonna do an alternating kettlebell V up here, and we're gonna do about 7 each side, and then immediately I'm gonna give her a plate where she's gonna do past the plate nice and slow, and we really wanna get a burn in those abs, 2 to 3 sets. This is gonna be fun. You're gonna feel better. Your abs are gonna be sore the next day, and you're gonna feel like you're way stronger than you were when you first started without getting crazy bulky. 7 each side. Then we gotta show the world what a pass the plate is that's executed perfectly, Haley. I think the big thing too is like when you're doing this right away, Haley, no weightlifter breaks, is that when you're doing the finisher, it's like keeping that heart rate elevated in zone 2, about 120 to 135 beats per minute. And try to finish it off where it's like, let's go abs 3 to 5 straight minutes. And your whole workout really should only take you about 45 to 50 minutes. How about 3 more? Come on. Great job. And pass the plate is also absolutely phenomenal for your back health because you have to try and push your lumbar spine down into the floor. So you're gonna recruit even better. And all of these exercises can help you with a single leg squat. It can help you with catching that clean. And even doing the dynamic ab work that we did with the kettlebells, that's gonna help when you land in that hurdle hops, okay? So all this stuff does come back together. It really pairs well, and it's gonna help increase the overall strength. For those of you who are unaware, we just started a brand new channel, Garage Strength Weightlifting, where you can check out Haley's entire world performance. We break it down and how she went about winning the clean and jerk world bronze medal. And if you want help with your overall training, you need to improve your strength, you want to be more athletic, head over to peakstrength.app, the Google Play Store or the Apple Store, where you can get 7 free days of training with personalized programming specifically to your needs and even your equipment. Because remember, freaks, if you want to become a champion,
you always have to cultivate your power. Peace.
Peace.